Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Going for a face shave today. I don't know whether you guys can see it, I got a bloody cold sore again on my top lip. Does my fucking head in. But the Premier League's back and that's part of the reason to it. I was up late watching 3 nights of football and run myself down, body's fucked and cold sores. So not much I can do about it, unfortunately. It is what it is. So I'm going to be using soap called the Stallion by Razorock. This soap was named after Anthony Esposito, the Stallion on YouTube, who I no longer watch for reasons that don't really matter anymore. But some people have got opinions and can't take shit back, so I don't watch them anymore. But it's a oud wood scent. It is a cologne sort of oud wood. I love the scent of oud wood. Oud wood. And this one for me is probably as good as it gets. I don't know whether there's any others out there that are better than this scent wise, but this is really, really nice. And it makes me want to try an oud cologne or an oud aftershave as well, a good one. But really, really nice scent. And the soap itself performs exceptionally well. Sticking to the natural and the wood theme, the brush for today is the Graydog Spotted Oak Bloodwood and 27mm Omega Boar knot, which is very well broken in now thanks to Graydog, who broke it in most of the way for me. So here we go, straight into the soap. I've left quite a bit of moisture in the knot today. I find that this brush or this knot creates a better lather if you leave it a little bit wetter and don't flick out so much of the water prior to the loading process. So as you can see, just loading straight into the tubby. Yeah, I felt this cold sore coming on probably 2 days ago. Used all the creams, used all the stuff and nothing worked. It popped out last night while I was at work. It's something I'm just sort of marked with. I get them quite constantly. Always got them in the police because of the shift work and being run down, and it's no different in this job really. Always working afternoons, you don't get the full amount of sleep that your body requires. You're always sort of on edge when the kids are at school, and a lot of the time I'm up working anyway, cleaning windows and things, so you just end up running yourself down. Right, so there's the brush loaded. I don't know whether that's enough. I'm hoping it will be. I'll wet the face. I am going to shave around my lips today anyway and just see how I go. Let's paint this load on with the Graydog 27mm Boar. Now the handle, I really, really love this handle. I think it's a lovely shaped handle. It's really comfortable to hold. It's a good weight. The wood's just heavy enough that it's substantial. Just dipping the tips and painting some water in. Now whoever makes this soap, I'm not sure who actually is the artisan that makes it. It's made in Italy, so I'm likely to say it's Chung Fing Sung or whatever it is, because I know that they've collaborated with Italian Barber quite a bit with the soaps. There we go. So as you can see, it's starting to go translucent. You can see my skin through pretty much everywhere now. But I still think I'm about one dip away from where I want to be. Now some people have mentioned that even using the technique I sort of do myself, they struggle to make a lather from it, or as good as. I think a lot of people out there, I spend a lot of time lathering. You guys that watch the channel know that. Right, there we go. I think if you just spend a little bit extra time on it, you can't not get good results. Even using a natural hair brush as I am now, you'll still get excellent results. This ladder needs a lot of water. Oh, it's a lovely scent. If you're a fan of oud wood and you haven't tried the Stallion, it's definitely one I recommend. Definitely. The actual soap base is excellent. It's easy to lather. And it takes a lot of water. Absolutely stunning. It really is. It's an amazing soap. I've not been a fan previously of Razorock soaps, the ones in the white tub, but these ones, well this one in particular, I haven't used any of this same formula, are just exceptional soaps. They're really slick as well, very protective, easy to lather, easy to load, and it smells great. It's got a great scent strength, around about a 4 or 5. Now I'm using the Karve razor once again, which is this bad boy here, my pretty much go-to shave every day. Now I came across one of these in my den in between a bunch of other old blades that had never been opened before. I've just cracked it open. It's a Gillette 7 o'clock stainless. Now this one is made in England. The blade is spotless, there's no rust or anything on the actual edge, so I'm just going to give it a go and see what it feels like. These old Gillette blades made in England and Europe and things are absolutely amazing, so hopefully this one's the same. Let's just have a feel. This one's a little bit rougher. Yeah, I ain't shaving with that. That's pretty shit. So, Gillette stainless 7 o'clock, which looks like that, are pretty shit. So let's grab a better blade. Oh, there we go. The spoiler. Gillette Super Stainless, made in America. This one has got one shave on it, so this will be shave number 2, or sort of 1 3/4. Oh yes. So I've got to say I'm quite surprised. I thought the Gillette 7 o'clock vintage blade would have been really nice. Right. So residual slickness on this particular soap base is excellent. It always has been since I got this soap. It's a soap I always wanted. I've got to say, this brush is so surprising when you break them in. With how scrubby they are, but also how soft tipped they are. It's a strange combination. Right, pass number 2 across the grain. Right, we'll add that number 3. Just dip the tips to see what happens. Nope. Right, across the green in the direction. What a close shave. Just water because it's chocolate lock. It's only 24 days growth, 24 ounce growth. but I think it's a real testament to the Karve razor, just how smooth and efficient and sort of non-aggressive to your skin it is. It's just an excellent razor. Right, just tidy up sort of it. Well, you can't really, in my opinion, get a much better shave than that. It's really exceptional, super smooth blade, amazing brush, top performing silk with a great scent. For me, anyway. The scent won't be for everyone, a lot of people out there don't like oud. But I love the scent on that, it's a very cologne-y oud. I could definitely wear that as a splash, as a sort of going out scent. Even an everyday scent, to be honest, it's really nice. Just going to flip this brush out. Rinse the soap out. One great thing with the Boar brushes is, especially when they've got a really good backbone like this one, is you can chew through your soaps quicker, a lot quicker. So if you want to get through your soaps, grab a Boar brush. Okay, I'm going to finish off now with Marlogue wood from Maol Grooming over in Canada. Very, very woodsy scent, almost like walking into an exotic wood mill where they're just chopping sawdust up for all different types of woods. It's really nice. 1, 2, 3, 3 splashes. Oh, it's just pure wood. It is lovely. Now the longevity on this one is pretty good. It lasts a couple of hours at least. Maybe a little bit longer, but I do tend to pop on a cologne before I go to work, or an aftershave splash that complements the woodsy scent, so in a way I sort of lose track of the scent of the wood from the splash. But it's the product itself, I've been really impressed with it. There's the ingredients there. So you've got denatured alcohol, organic witch hazel, vegetable glycerin, aloe vera juice, jojoba oil, fractionated coconut oil, castor oil, liquid lanolin, grapefruit seed oil and essential oils. Sean Mullen over at Maol Grooming has created a product, in my opinion, which is as good if not better than anything else on the market. I haven't used Barbadol, which I think is a very similar product, and Tallow and Steel's aftershave splashes are very, very similar in terms of what's actually in there. I can't explain it, but all I know is my neck has never looked that clear. I've normally got a lot of red marks and red striations and stuff from stretch marks and all sorts. It's never looked this good, it's never felt this good since I started using this product. Now obviously the soaps and the brushes and the razor and the blade and the technique all play a massive factor in how your skin looks and feels after a shave and days after the shaves. But I'm finding now, I'm starting to find products now like Maol Grooming, which I have to use every shave. I have to. I love it. I love the scents, but I love the post-shave feel of it. And Tallow and Steel will probably come along with it, those splashes. And then obviously the other splashes that match the sets that I've got, I'll be using. But the likelihood is, I mean, I've got about 15 to 20 different post-shave balms and moisturisers and oils and whatever, gels. Nothing comes close to these products in my opinion. This just leaves my skin feeling moisturised for the rest of the day, and tomorrow before my next shave it still feels great. But more importantly, it heals your skin, and it puts so much good skin food in there to actually help heal the skin. It's really excellent stuff. I mean, that's absorbed now. Now my skin feels really moisturised, but it doesn't feel oily or tacky to the touch. It just feels extremely moisturised. You can't explain it until you use it. So if you do get the opportunity to grab some Maol Grooming, grab some and give it a go. It's an exceptional product, made by a really nice bloke, and the customer service from Sean is second to none. If you send him a message, I can almost assure you'll get a reply very, very quickly. Obviously if he's in bed you won't, depending what time of the world you're in, but he'll get back to you quickly. This one on the other hand is a bit of a nightmare getting in contact with the owner. Absolute nightmare, even for myself now. Razorock, the Stallion, oud wood, beautiful scent, I love it. Matches that splash absolutely, almost perfectly. It's absolutely lovely. I'm not sure whether there's any oud wood in this splash, but matches very, very well. It lathers and loads easily. It's slick, it's protective, it's excellent soap, and it's cheap. You don't pay a lot of Razorock soaps, you really don't. The brush was the Graydog 27mm Omega Boar brush. I don't know whether you can actually see, but the tips have, pretty much every tip in this brush has split now, and they continue to split even more. And the handle is just lovely. It's just a lovely brush, it really is. The razor, as we just seen, was the Karve Christopher Bradley razor with the C plate, and I started off with the Gillette 7 o'clock vintage blade, and it was pretty shit. Finished off with the Gillette Super Stainless Spoiler from the States vintage blade, and it's shit hot. There's not many better blades, if any better blades on the market or available to buy anywhere in the world at the moment. And I finished off today with Marlogue wood from Maol Grooming. Just an exceptional product. You know, it's really cleared up my post-shave routine and really sorted it out. If you watch Spence Shaves of Spencer Frankel over in the eastern states of Australia, he's got a similar sort of thing going with Barbado at the moment, where it's pretty much has to use it every shave. You cannot not use it. If you don't use it, you're running the risk of not getting that beautiful post-shave with no redness. That for me is as good as it gets post-shave, it really is. So that being said, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next shave. Cheers.